Hey, my name is Matt Wheeler, and I'm excited to tell you guys a little bit about my new record coming up. It's titled We Will Rescue, and really the whole idea or the theme behind it is this idea of justice and worship and how they fit together and how the church is called to be on mission. And so we're just going to kind of talk through the songs today, and with me here is my buddy and producer, played drums on the record, Jacob Schroet.
So the record's called We Will Rescue. It's title track. Talk about that song, what you were trying to say lyrically, the message you were trying to get across with that song.
Yeah, so We Will Rescue is a song that I started writing after God really burdened on my heart, just like I said, the idea of justice and mission and what the church's role is in all of that. And I was reading through a Book of Common Prayer one day, and I was reading all these different prayers on oppression and justice and a broken world and how do we deal with it. And for me, We Will Rescue is this idea of the church saying, here we are, send us out, move us into action, and let's be the church. Let's love people who are disadvantaged. Let's love the hungry, the homeless, the lonely. And you see so many passages in the Bible about that. And I just felt like we as the church, we need to be singing more songs about this idea. Because if it's really what we believe, then I think it's great to sing songs about it. And so the chorus just pretty much says, we will rescue all the broken and lost and lonely. We will rescue until the day all oppression will cease, or until the day that God comes back. And so I really feel like, for me, that's what I wanted the entire record to kind of be centered around, is this idea of the church on mission.
All the broken and lost and lonely. We will rescue all the broken and lost and...
So another song on the record is a Tim Hughes song called God of Justice.
Yeah.
Fits perfectly with what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that song and why you chose to put it on the record.
Well, first of all, God of Justice, I think, is just an amazing song that I first heard about 4 years ago, and I've never heard anybody sing this song in church. And I started leading it, and it just kind of goes along with a passage in Isaiah chapter 58, where all the church people and all the religious people of the day are they're praying, they're fasting, they're doing all the right religious things, but God's not hearing their prayers. And it pretty much goes on in that passage to say, God is not hearing His people's prayer because they're not loving broken people. They're not disadvantaging themselves to right the wrongs in this world. And God says, as soon as you start doing that, then my blessing will be upon you, and then you will shine. Your light will shine forth like the dawn. And for me, like the chorus of that song, God of Justice, we must go, live to feed the hungry, stand beside the broken, we must go. And to keep us from just singing, move us into action, I think it's just a really strong statement of what we all need to be about, and not just singing songs and not just church attenders, but loving people and serving others and disadvantaging ourselves for others.
Fill us up and send us out, Lord.
The song You Are Alive is the opening track on the record. Talk about that song. I feel like what you tried to do with that song lyrically is really cool. Let's talk about that. What were you trying to say with that song?
Yeah, so the song You Are Alive, I was trying to fit, which by the way, I co-wrote this song with a guy named Joel Warren and Adrian Dish, and lyrically with the song, what I was trying to do is trying to fit the entire gospel into a song. And so I started with this idea of creation and how God created everything out of absolutely nothing. Verse 2 goes on to recreation that we have through Christ, and the chorus just pretty much states that we are alive because God is alive. And then you move on to the bridge, and the bridge says, it's just about this idea of restoration and God coming back for His bride. And so I tried to take this stance from creation to fall to recreation, and then finally restoration, where God comes back and makes everything right again the way that it was always intended to be. And so all of the songs on this record I wrote pretty much lyrically first, and never tried to shape or fit an idea into this musical box. I wanted, for me, I wanted it to be more about lyrics and kind of fit the music around that and kind of bring out the meaning of those lyrics through the emotion of music.
The music is strong. to fit with the message of the songs and the lyrics of the songs.
Musically, sonically, lyrically, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. It comes out on iTunes in June. It's called We Will Rescue. Go pick it up. I can't wait for you to hear it.